Cardio for fat loss. In this video, I will teach you everything you need to know about optimizing your cardio for fat loss. If you are embarking on a fat loss journey, then knowing the correct type of cardio is crucial for optimizing your fat loss and minimizing muscle loss. The first thing you need to know about optimizing cardio for fat loss is you need to learn about heart rate zones. Heart rate zones are categorized by a fat loss zone. This is where we will emphasize our focus today. An endurance zone, a hard training zone, and a high intensity interval training zone. And of course, it all ends at your max heart rate. But the most important thing you need to take away from this is if you want to maximize burning fat, you want to stay between 60% and 70% of your total max heart rate. So how do we calculate this range between 60% and 70%? I'll show you. To find your maximal heart rate, you take 220 and you subtract your age. In my case, that is 220 minus 25. So my maximum heart rate is 195. Then to find your optimal heart rate zone for burning fat, you take your maximum heart rate, in my case, the 195, and then you multiply it. So bring out your calculator. So you take 195, and to find 60% of 195, you have to multiply it by 0.6. And then you get 60% of your maximum heart rate. So in my case, I take 195 times 0.6. So the very starting point of my fat burning zone is 117 heart rate. In order to optimize fat burning, it's important that you start with at least 60% of your heart rate. So in my case, that's 117 beats per minute. Then to find the top of the range, instead of multiplying by 0.6, you multiply by 0.7. So in my case, that is 136.5. Don't worry, man. I use a calculator as well. You want to stay between 60 and 70% of your total heart rate at all times during cardio if you truly want to optimize for fat loss. But for some of you guys, it might be hard to get all the way up to 60 or 70% of your heart rate, especially if you are in great shape. So to aid yourself in getting to 60 or 70% of your total heart rate, you can consume coffee or energy drinks. What is the best type of cardio in terms of what equipment should you use? This don't matter at all. As long as you stick to the optimal heart rate zone, then you're good. So I would recommend, instead of going out and buying expensive cardio gear, consider buying a chest-strapped heart rate monitor because they are way more accurate than your average wrist heart rate monitor. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. And if you like this type of content about self-improvement and becoming the best possible version of yourself, consider subscribing. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. Have a great day and go burn that fat.